Hey, crypto fans, are you fed up of DeFi projects falling out of their backside, yield nodes, now stable fund, and tons more that have promised the world and collapsed out of their backside? Now I need to say how I made 10k trading on just small price pumps. Yes, it's 10k because I had a lot of money to put in there, but the same principle applies to whether you got $1, $2, $3 or $500. You do what you can afford to do, but the principles are the same. And then when you've compounded a bit more money, then you can throw a bit more in. But I'm not here to say, yes, you've got to sign up to my Patreon. Yes, you've got to buy one of my courses. All that BS is not what we do on this channel. Education is free. And I'm doing a coin call group and a trading group for a certain amount of people, free of charge, that get signed up. It's not going to be paid after that. It is just going to be free, and then we'll have to lock it down and reassess it. But if this is for you and you want to know how I did it, stay tuned and let's go crypto. Boom. So also, before I get into all this awesome trading stuff, I do want to say that I accumulate all of my money into Ethereum. I don't use Bitcoin at the moment because I just think Ethereum's coming back into better returns. So again, I've had to highlight this mask out of the code. This is Sando, my nickname. I'm Christian Sanderson. So this is Sando, my nickname. And these are my wallets. But again, this is not from these trades, so don't be fooled into this. This is accumulation of a year and a half trading in crypto. So with that being said, I'm going to move on now and show you exactly how I did it. So this is all about Abbc token. So what happened is I've been following this token since way back, about a good year and a half now, and it was one of the first tokens I used to get into back in the day. Now I like it because I don't know, for many of you that know Abbc token, if you have a look what Abbc token is, it has massive utilities. It did start out as Alibaba token, but after a massive lawsuit it went to Abbc Foundation token. Now this is kind of a utility. I think it was founded by people in India, but now it's like a Dubai exchange, and it has masses of potential. It has AI technology, it has a shopping kind of payment system technology, and it just has loads of cool stuff. I'm not here to bum the bum out of the token. I'm here to tell you why I got into Abbc. So what happened is I follow it on Telegram, and I like the announcement that was coming out. And this is the actual announcement from the Telegram that they are going to be producing Abbc Trade. So this is where you get to do trades on the platform. So any news like this, whether it be the pump that an Elon token with a pronunciation that was going to be on the Binance exchange, the same thing happened to this. So I went into the charts to watch it. Now, if you have a look at what's happened here, this had a nice accumulation phase for its investors. This could not have been a more perfect coin to trade. If you have a look, we've been in a massive downtrend here since the last pump happened at the beginning of September. And if you were lucky enough to trade that, people in this token are going to know, because the volatility is here in this token, and that's what's traders' dreams, volatility. But when going sideways for a hell of a long time, and this was a coiled spring, think of like a spring getting pushed, and this is what was happening here. All this accumulation, yes, there was drops down. Did I panic? No. Yes, there was pumps up. Did I sell? No. And for me, I was waiting for the right time. And then if I just zoom in, sorry if you can see it here, we had this massive blow up pump. But for me, I'm in the UK, London, UK, and my time, this was at 12 o'clock in the evening. So for me, the only time frame I know that really pushes things like that are either the US, but they normally come on at 2 in the afternoon, or China. China like to dump early hours in the morning, and maybe a bit in Dubai. But this had a massive pump, and by the time I woke up in the morning on Tuesday, which would have been around 7 o'clock, this 8 o'clock price transaction here hit perfect. The 50-day moving average went over the 2-day moving average, which was a golden cross, which said this has got some upside. And it played out perfectly. Remember, we were buying the rumor that the exchange stuff was coming out, and they made the announcement literally yesterday, which would have been this major pump here, which would have been selling the news. And that's why it sort of transitioned down perfectly. But I chose to take some chips off the table here. And you're going to think, why did you choose here? Well, look at historic price action. This is where all the kind of resistance was last time, and all the resistance here. And you think resistance, support, support, broke it, resistance, resistance. So for me, this was a key area in no man's land after a massive push like this where there was going to be some price action. Bam, it shot up again. Did I sell? No, because I was thinking this again is no man's land. I'm thinking around about these levels here, which was true. And by rights, I should have took some chips off the table. But if you have a look why I didn't here, again, it's early hours of the morning. If you look at the bottom of the clock down here, you can see when this pumped, it was around about 12 at night. And normally in these upwards kind of channels, they should break to the downside. But this, and again, I was lucky enough to be awake for this, started pumping. So when I come on at 7 between 8 o'clock in the morning in the UK time, you could see this pump was already happening. So I'm not going to sell when it's hitting kind of resistance on here. And then smash, it went up. And I'm not going to lie, because of this price chart action here, you see all of this, I put this kind of support area in and we smashed through it. And I was trying to ride this wave up. When it didn't and it crashed back down here, that's when I thought, okay, I have to edge my bets, and I sold out some chips here. Yes, I could have waited up there, but again, I'm only cashing out 25% at a time. And I know I want to keep this video short, but if you think I do my buying and selling in 4 chunks, 25%. So I buy 25% dollar cost averaging and I sell 25% dollar cost averaging out. If things like this fall back down with these red candles here, then I'm accumulating again. Remember, we only selling on the green, buying on the red. So this kind of high volume, if you look down here, was enough for me to start buying again, because I thought this is going to start turning into strong support here. And if so, I've made enough money to edge my bets to buy or sell at this level. And I did. And it didn't stay down here if you have a look very long. I'm going to zoom in this. You can see I was buying here, dollar cost averaging in. And once bearing in mind, I still got 50% of my holdings as well. I've done 25%, 25%, buying more. So now I'm thinking I've got 50%, which then quickly accumulated to 75%. So I brought 25% more, but I'd already made a lot of profit, right? So then bang, I get rewarded with this pump. What happens? I sell off 25%. And I'm thinking, right, we are right at the top here. We're saturated. We're at the levels where it was all-time highs last time. I do not want to be holding a bag here. This is when you've got to remember, don't get too greedy. I've made crazy 75% profit. So at this time when I'm selling, again, I can maybe sell out here and see this is a top and wait for this accumulation phase again. But this is exactly how I traded it. So this was pure dirty. I wanted to show you my kind of trade platforms. So again, this is why, for those that are just interested in Abbc coin, the pump was because of buying the rumor, selling the news. For those that are interested in making a ton of money, this is how I did it. You do you, I do me. But always remember, trade safe, trade smart, and don't get wrecked.